9th. You know what? I don't know if you guys are on here yet, or anyone on here. I forgot that this only does portrait, and I don't know why this do not disturb is not working. I'm getting quite upset. All right. Now it's going to be all backwards. So everything I set up for is going to go the other way. My tripods are in the car, of course. Do I believe this? I can't believe this. I just can't. Give me a minute. You should be used to this by now. Enough light. The kitchen light. I decided to go portable, and plus it's a new phone and has a new camera, so I was going to take you filming today, but it was way, way too cold. I mean, I haven't been able to get any new footage in like weeks. Let's check this out. That's going to be a glare. I can't win. So you know what? I'm going to try to. I hit this light, but here's what it is. Okay. I totally forgot it doesn't go away. Oh God, I almost had a fire. Holy crap. Now, I better check the settings. It doesn't go this way.
I didn't know you were using it.
I told you that, and that doesn't matter. I told you it doesn't matter. I'm not arguing with you. I've been arguing. No. Well, I'm already live and I can't stop, so, and I don't know how to put this. Maybe you could help me with that. Could you do that for me? Hold this back here until I find a spot. This is what I hate about phones. Can't win. It has to be portrait. You know what I mean? It can't be landscape. Because that would be too easy. It's only 2024. It doesn't matter. Screw it. I don't know. Everything, all the work I did is for nothing. But I can walk around with it later. Okay. It doesn't matter. No one's going to come on there for a while. Psych, I came on first. Really mess him up. Marion, I hope you can hear me. And, when I say I can't talk, don't cough 3 times after that. Okay? That's killing There's no special subject matter for this evening. There normally isn't, as you know, but I'm here for questions you may have, and there might be a lot of people in here that don't know me because I accidentally publicized the wrong channel. I created a business channel because my kids aren't kids anymore, so screw them, you know what I mean? I've been doing this for 10 years for free, and I've had it. I have, an eBay shop. I have all sorts of entrepreneurial crap. I'm just not making any money. It's just not feasible for me anymore to do this. So I'm trying to figure out a way. So you guys, I might need your help as well. I stuck with software, and I watched Google AdSense and all that stuff. They recommend to make a little something, but none of those are really feasible. What I wanted to do something really cool, but I don't know if it's legal. I mean, it's legal, but I don't know if it's Google legal. But I think it'd be a cool idea. My roommate actually thought of it by doing a what's the word? A raffle. Some kind of raffle every month or something to that effect. But I got so much stuff. And like tonight, I was going to offer like any super chats gets, pair of earrings. Just send me, well, hell, that's cheap to even ship. Doesn't even matter. And I'll show you that later. But who's on? Oh, I can't. How come I can't see you guys? Wait. I wasn't ready for this. Okay, top chat, live chat. There we go. Sorry about that. Brooks, is it you? Did you make it? Live chat. Oh, that's nice. What? Am I the only one who can't see it? What? Live chat. Add. Now I'm live. Now I'm live again. Okay, live, but except I can't see the chat. It says super chat, top chat. I want all chat. All messages are visible to whom? Because I actually talk to my subscribers. There's not that many, It's only been 10 years. It's no big deal. I intend to change that, though. I've never marketed myself, and it was supposed to be that way. I was never in this for the money. I was in this for the truth. And what the hell's running around? What's going on? Okay, I don't know why I can't see your stuff yet, but I will. And it's a new phone to boot, right? I'm sitting everything. So what do I hit? Well, I guess you can't answer me. I can't see it. Top chat, live chat, super chat, none. Hide all chat. No, we don't want that. What's the point of having a live chat? God, I hate YouTube sometimes. Thank you for the thumbs up. Okay, whoever just popped on, I can't see the chats. I got a new phone to boot. What's that? I don't know what that is. Maybe I didn't finish the thing. Who knows? You know, I haven't done it on the phone in, geez, I don't know how long. Oh, there we go. Indiana. Oh, oh, oh my God. Terry, no, I'm not. I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming at all. Thank you so much. I'm not here begging for money. And, you know, that's what my job to do for everyone else. I was not in this for the money. I got so much stuff, though. It's got to go. It's got to go. It's got to go. But I'll let you pick whatever you want. Anything over 20, you can have pretty much what you want. I like this one. I like this thing that I got at the West Virginia Bigfoot Museum. I didn't stain it or do anything to it because I didn't know if somebody else wanted to do that. I have a story to tell you about this that will make you laugh. It's really funny. Get you a hamburger. No. You saw that coming, right? Now, how do I give you emojis? I got a new phone, so I don't know. I'm afraid to touch anything with this thing. You just put me over to get paid this month. I get paid maybe once a year, maybe at best, because you have to reach $100, which I never do. It's pathetic, and I don't know what to do. And I've been meaning to go to your channel. How's your channel doing? Oh, good. Because Jeremy, I forget the name of his channel. I can never pronounce it, but Jeremy came on and commented. You know who I'm talking about. You'll recognize. He gave me a comment like, and it was an older video that I edited, slowed it down, and what have you. And I think I came up with a way, by the way, to actually show you what I'm looking at. Yeah. Together. Because I have tons and tons of real pictures that are not on they're not on the computer. I was too terrified. They're hard copy only, and that is it. It's one of a kind. But because it's in glass, I can, point out whatever and then just wipe the fucking glass off. Duh. Right? Works for me. There you go. That's what. Oops. Shit. Sorry. Okay. Terry, thank you so much. We'll eventually get into this subject matter too. To get what you give. I don't like to ask for things. I don't live that way. And I wasn't. And it's the first thing that came up. It popped up and I was like, what's going on? Most of the... Now, I spent a year, there's not a lot, as you know, of new footage right now because my old footage is just so good. If only I knew then when I know now, I would never have to film again. But I enjoy filming. That's the whole point, But the weather is just crazy. Just so cold. How cold is it over there in Indiana? What's the temperatures? What kind of phone did I get? A I can't even pronounce it. It was an upgrade. Not so great. Yeah. They used to have free upgrades on your phone. Well, there's no such thing as a free upgrade. So single digits. Yeah. What about snow? Any snow? Well, we're getting like we got almost a foot, and it just keeps dropping. You clear it off, and the temperatures drop, and it's just. I haven't been. I mean, I've been in the house for weeks, losing my mind, ready to kill people. Myself mainly. So, trying to. I don't even want to go out to the car to grab anything. You know what I mean? I just don't. It's that cold. All January, yeah. Well, Pennsylvania, I mean, last year we had nothing, and the year before that we were slammed because I was in the trailer, if you recall. When it was at the mountain for the second time, when I was at the mountain for a year, I had two houses actually. I had the apartment, and then got kicked out. My trailer got kicked out. A foot or two. I seen some of your footage, and let me tell you, pal, from 10 years ago, you couldn't see nothing. You were like one of the hardest people to teach, and you got it all going on. No, I don't want to go out, just sit inside and get drunk. No. Wow, that's a lot. So, oh yeah, the other people got impatient, I guess. Hey, listen, I understand. Um, the reason I'm doing this right now, well, aside from the obvious that I should have done it a long time ago, but I couldn't get the time in because of a man, and that's always the way it's always the way it is. And well, I got 3 thumbs up, but I think when we couldn't, I think they left. But I'm just being brutally honest, and that's the whole reason I kept missing my appointments was because of a man. Hi, am I? What up? But I had to give the big boot, a couple days ago. So yesterday wasn't a real good day, and today's probably not gonna be a real good day. I'm trying to keep it together, but it's been 5 years, so I wasn't gonna do this again, and now I know why. So I have to get back to business, which is saving myself, so I can save you. I can't help anybody till I help myself. And the year prior to him coming or meeting this jerk off, sorry. Remember when I was septic last year in December, the whole month, 50 days I was in bed. Well, I was studying then, but the year like leading up to that, I was also studying on who to study. You know what I mean? Because I'm so skeptical, you know how I am. So it took like 9 months of studying people as to who resonated with me and who's right and who's wrong. And did I catch them in a lie? And you're out, you're in, And so I got all that together, and trying to read these notes is a joke. I'm just now learning, like, wow, 5th grade geometry. Check it out. Cool. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. But that was from last year when I did wake up from the septic thing. When I had that massive download, because apparently you do retain information when you're out of your mind with fever and can't speak, can't do anything. Yeah, it's freaking freezing in here. I'm not happy. What have I been up to? What I always do, take care of everyone but me. So that's got to change because you guys are number one. You've always been my number one. For the last 10 years, you've been helping me, or we've been trying and doing this together. I still haven't answered that question yet. It's been 10 years, Terry. 10 years since Mark abducted me into, Project X. 10 fucking years. Well, you can get away with that. Even, no, I'm trying to think of where. Oh, wait. I know. I was going to say, where's Indiana at again? I forget. I got my handy dandy little map here. And it's washable. Michigan, I know is cold. I know Michigan's cold. Where is India? Okay, India. No, that's cold. Yeah, you got the stuff. You got all that snow coming off the lakes, don't you? Ohio has a lot of sightings. Illinois, I'm not sure that I really heard anything. But then again, not finding Bigfoot was never my favorite show, This is where I was when I went to film I live here, and I went all the way to here, and in 4.5 hours, I had to be there to meet Jeff and his idiot crew, the hoaxers. I had to leave at like 2 in the morning. I got there at 7, went right up, not even 5 minutes to get a cup of coffee. Okay, now the lighting's getting better now, so. I forgot that using a phone, you have to go portrait. I haven't used a phone for a long time. I was going to take you guys filming today, but it was too cold. No. You like to bow hunt? Oh, God. Did you know? Now, Terry, okay, now I get up there, right? Then we get to walk right from where I was told to go. We had to walk all the way up to the top of this. I'm not supposed to say where it is, so I'm not going to. If for no other reason to save, the little interdimensionals that live up there that are not supposed to be there. They're stuck. They're stuck up there. And the only reason I went is because I was laying in bed that morning and I was looking up at the top of like I did every morning, look at the top of the mountain, and there was always one leaf going like this, just like this, and that's how I knew where to point my camera because I'm blind as a bat. And there was a tree, or that same tree. It was rather large, it had a large trunk, and it started to, I'm like, no, don't do it. Do not open that trunk of that tree, okay, or I'm going to lose my mind. Do not go in that tree, please. Well, what did it do? It went in the fucking tree. So that was a long time ago. That's how I know that interdimensionals are real, and I always knew that, especially the babies. They love me, that. So that was somehow what I gathered from that was to go to save his interdimensionals because they couldn't see them. They had no gift or no whatever. So I was sent there. By who? I don't know. So I went and it was hell. So I'm going on 3 hours sleep, right? 7 o'clock we start a.m. We're there all night, all day, all night until 7 o'clock the next morning in the black, pitch black. Now, as often as they've been to this site, which is not far from their house, this is where they go all the time. How do you lose your tent? How do you lose your tent spot? He couldn't find it. I'm like, what do you mean you can't find it? It's like, well, you and my kids, whatever, wait here. We'll go look for it, me and my friend. And as I smelled the, like 5 skunks walk by, of marijuana being smoked, right? I'm like, they were setting, and it didn't occur to me, they were setting up recorders. You know what I mean? But this place should not have been there. It should not have been there. It didn't belong there. It belongs in Peru somewhere. And there's no electric. There's no anything. And I don't know if they're stuck there. But ultimately, what I got out of that whole experience was the symbol is the stop treading on me, because they were disrespecting their land. You know what I mean? So, and then and I'm kudosing them and getting them all this help and this and that, because it was such a beautiful, beautiful place. And what do they do that Friday night? They attack me. I'm like, for no reason. Oh, because I didn't see that fake white Yeti that just ran by. What Yeti? He's right there. The galactic, or I still believed in Bigfoot back then. But what you're looking for is right here, and it looks like a tree because it's cloaked like bark. It's not gonna. If you're still looking for a 7-foot something running by you, it ain't gonna happen. Unless on those rare occasions, and I have had them, 3 altogether, that they just so happen to be in the same realm. Just so happen, out of all the realms and dimensions in this entire universe, they just happen to be there at the same time. No. But yeah, I didn't see that coming. I'm like, what's going on? And I just sat there, and there's 5 of them, and I have to type, to defend myself. And I'm like, you know what? This is not even worthy for me to respond to. This is retarded. And liars, if you're a liar, you're a bad liar, because you are a liar. So karma will get you. In the following year, Bigfoot Odyssey had him on, like exactly a year later, where they said dead balls, complete opposite of what they said the year before. I mean, opposite of everything. It was weird. It was like they didn't want to say it. It was just coming out of their mouth, It was funny. I'm like, look at these idiots. So all I typed was, told you karma's a bitch. Get a job. You're going to need one. But I was exhausted. That's next. And why is it, how could it be that all of us, meaning you, Terry, and a lot of us, there's a lot more every day, start out as a Bigfooter, whether it be having an experience, in my case, and mostly everyone's case, and going through all that. And then, now, I don't know if you knew this, but like when I was doing my, we'll say 6 years, I guess, of filming, I never watched anybody else's stuff, as not to be, swayed either way. I did this with my subscribers. We did it together. So That was it. What I saw, they saw at the same time, and I just stated what I saw. And I finally thought, you know what? It's time to see what's going on out there, you know? So I go into Facebook, back into Project X, where Mark is now exactly where I was too. I mean, identical. Because we used to laugh because we used to get so mad at Bigfoot Tony. He kept telling us that we keep filming aliens. And I thought he was joking. I really did. I thought he was joking. He wasn't joking. But everyone came up with the same, or led him to the same place. It's called the truth, you know? Find who you are. Wake the fuck up. Wake up, or this planet is not going to make it. Now, I've known since I was very, very young. I don't know how, but I'm not Catholic, and don't even mention the word Catholic around me, much less Roman. Okay? They're part of the elites. They are the elite. I want to talk about. Lied to us for all them years, you know, but they couldn't lie. They couldn't fool me. I'm like, really? The only reason they're telling the story is because we're too dumb to understand what they're saying. You know what I mean? I didn't care about it, but I only went there because they had chocolate milk that day. Like the Bible school. I had to be bribed to go to Sunday school. And I guess, what am I, Methodist or Protestant or something like that? But I didn't listen to any of it. Okay. That's a perfect thing to say that you just said, am I? What's your first name, by the way? Yeah, it's all about fear-based. I mean, they like all those stories that we heard, or Dead Sea Scrolls, what have you, that we found that they blew off, and they pick and chose what books were going in the Bible, and yada yada yada. And look how many people died over this and this control thing, and it's just crazy. How could you possibly believe in a church where a million plus, a million plus people were killed in the same day by 11 Roman Catholic priests, murdered? An entire flipping country was murdered because they wouldn't switch over. Oh, yeah. Nice guys. And I'm sorry. I'm not afraid of my God. I think that might have been what got me when they started saying the fear of God. I'm like, well, if I have to be afraid of my God, how am I supposed to feel about the devil? You know what I'm saying? But I believe that Jesus died for our sins. I believe that he was a carpenter as well. You know, he said everything right, you know, and he only had 12 disciples. But the only thing he forgot to say, which is probably what got him killed or whatever, was that I am this, that, and so are you. That's that's the only thing that I can see that he should have done, because we're all the same. We all come from the same cell. We're all together. We are all the same thing. There is no black, no white, no Jew, no whatever. We're humans. We're in this planetary matrix that we can't get out of because we're idiots. When I first it started with ancient civilizations. I started studying that first, and that's when it all started really coming about for me. And then philosophy, and then quantum physics, and then philosophy. Well, philosophy, I don't even think I knew what it was in high school. Philosophy, I didn't. I think I went to school, but I forget what I was saying. I'm so tired. The ancient civilizations. I just happened to like pop onto this. I had my headphones in because I wasn't allowed to make any noise after 8 o'clock. So some guy started talking, and he had a really sexy Australian voice, right? So I listened. I did listen to him. And I'm like, I knew it, right? It was like he was talking directly to me, and only me. It was such an intense. I guess maybe you could call that my activation or whatever. It was. I mean, I called my girlfriend up because she was with me when I got abducted by aliens when I was 15. So it's not like I don't have witnesses for that, you know. And I'm like, this guy's calling us and asking us to do this. Are you going to say no? You know, it was that intense. But then after that, then I started going into the quantum physics, which is everything. And at that time, it was take your time. You can't push it onto people. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's enough of them. Super gospel. Isn't that amazing? You'll stumble across one person who knows exactly what the hell they're talking about, and you know it because it resounds in you. And yeah, well, the whole thing is that you're not supposed to push it. You're only supposed to give any information if asked, because they won't listen anyway. And there starts a defensive conversation, you know, and then there's no one's going to listen. Nothing's going to get accomplished. The only way that's like I got my sister, you know, I got my best friends, you know, their kids and living with me at the time of my wanting to awaken or call it whatever you want. And you know, I'm driving home with my grandson, who he was always my navigator because we went straight east and west on the turnpike. And my lady used to always come. My UFO used to come in from the west, and Jordan's seat was back here, and he would watch the east, right? And he's like, Nana, we got a UFO. I'm like, on the east side? He's like, yeah. And I looked over, and he's like, oh, we got two. They're split. And he was so excited. And I said, and my sister was there with her kids, and I said, how do you tell a 4-year-old or a 3-year-old that they can't tell anybody? It was horrifying, you know? But the point is, by changing yourself and doing your work, taking care of you first, when you find out who you are, other people will notice a change in you, and then they'll start asking you questions. You know what I mean? because they want to genuinely know. But if you're out there like a preacher, like who are those guys that come knock on your door? It doesn't. It's just not a good way to start a conversation that important. Now, this is before I forget. This has to be said. It has to be said before I forget it. We're winning. Okay, this is a problem for them, not for us. The odds of us winning are pretty slim to none, but we have a hell of a chance. No, nothing's in the same place. Did you know we don't even know where the North Pole is, and we don't even give a shit? Nobody knows where the North Pole is. It's the planet shifted 13 degrees off its axle. Yeah, well, this is what's going to happen. Since the disclosure, I kind of hoped it would be a little bit more this year, but it's there. They know we know. They lost. They can't. There's nothing. They can't do anything. We already know. So the only thing you can do in this situation is one or two things: Starlink and 5. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. See, certain things like my one girlfriend, I have her. It's like you do the politics, okay? I do not do government conspiracy, and I'm going to tell you why, and you shouldn't either. Do not watch mainstream media. Yeah, it is in the middle. In Salt Lake City somewhere. Because the planet is shifting right now. It's just that people don't realize the importance of astrology, how important it really was. And I don't know. I guess the guy I want is having a bad soul day, we'll call it, because he's just like, we don't even know where the North Pole is, and we don't care. He's just like, yo, dude, lighten up, man. Lighten up a little bit. Calm down. And don't mention the word Roman to him. Anywho, my girlfriend, so she's starting to come around a little bit, but not really. But what the government's doing, okay, things that the planet would do anyway at this time, like it did 250,000 years ago, except it did a 180. That would suck because we'd all be dead quickly. We know how to get to the true north, but we don't know where the true north is if you don't know where the true south is. And if you don't know, everything's shifted. The planet is 13 degrees off its axle. And that's not too bad. But it's going to cause a lot of disturbances this year with earthquakes and volcanoes. A lot of people dying over natural disasters that would happen anyway. It's just the planet showing itself it's alive, and that's it. So the governments are all going to fight to jump in and say that we did this. They're actually using the most unbelievable reverse psychology I've ever heard of in my fucking life. They are taking blame for things that they didn't even do. Instead of defending themselves, it's like, yep, we did that. We can fix it. Oh, new disease. Oh, I got a cure for that. And people are so busy talking about the conspiracy, which is what they're trying to do, and they didn't even do anything. That's the funniest part about it. They're probably wishing that they had thought about it. Now, they do have the technology to control the weather, which really scares the pants off of me, but I can't think about it. They're even looking into Katrina right now. But And did anybody hear about Malaysia flight, whatever the number was, that disappeared recently? And then no one's talking about it. Yeah. They have to keep us in a fear-based situation. If they don't keep us in fight and or fright and flight response, we're going to wake up. They don't want us to wake up. We can't remember what we're really doing here. We can't remember what we signed. We can't remember anything. Because there's 7.9 million of us and 1 million of them. Hey, did you see my video of that? I mean, I thought for sure I was dead. My video of the 2 jets I figured them to be missiles coming down. I mean, they were straight down. I mean, they were missiles. I mean, I had a 60 times optical zoom camera, and I'm like, what the? And I just got done filming. So I had everything all ready, and I turned around, and there's these 2 missiles coming to the ground. I've never seen like Ken Clapp, And the veil is thinning, and a lot to do with natural causes. That's another reason they're easy to see right now. You keep watching that sky, because I can't do it all. That's right. Well, and also we're going to, a lot of stuff's going to go on this year. Maybe, and they're going to take credit for this. But this is due to the earth. Okay? And we are here to serve the planet. The planet is not here to serve us. Get it, once we go in instead of dwelling on the out, everything will come together. Everything. We're going to lose a lot of people. The majority is going to be this year. We're going to lose a lot of people, which is a drop, which is nothing compared to what could happen. So yes, you can feel for them and feel sorry for them and all that. And you're supposed to feel that. That's a bad, horrible thing. But it's going to happen. But you can't dwell on it. You cannot dwell on it, because that's what they're trying to do. They need your mind thinking about all the people who were just killed, like in the tsunamis or something, to keep your frequency at a lower level, because they're so much lower than us. They can't do anything. They'll lose all power if our frequencies go above theirs, which is almost there. So they have to throw a bombshell out there to get us to, because we're almost winning. We're just about there. And yeah, cry for somebody's mom, dad, whatever, but then let it go. Okay? You have to let it go. It's the past. We can't do anything about the past. Only the future. And that's how we make or manifest our own reality. Same thing. There's no difference. It's just really hard. The mathematics is hard for me. I mean, it's just so hard to believe. It's just unbelievable. It's crazy. But yeah, we are living in a matrix now. I didn't believe that, but we need to become the matrix, not get out of the matrix. If we got out of the matrix, we'd be dead. Okay? We want to live in the 3rd dimension, but in a 5-dimensional reality of harmony. That's the ultimate goal, is to do what we were meant to do, and we did do, and our ancestors knew all this, until they took it from us. And they did. And they took it from us hard, but they, You know, you can take some, you can't take it all. Thank God that kid thought to hide them Dead Sea Scrolls, or God only knows what would happen. Well, I am God. So are you. So are you, and so are you, and so are you. I like to call God, I call him the divine. But basically, he's the sun. That's where we come from. But the moon, that's not a moon. It's a satellite. I've always known that, my God. Remember I stopped filming the moon? Because I couldn't take it. It's like, how do we get 3 moons? Oh, yeah, let's throw some more fentanyl out there. The people who need the fentanyl can't get it. But, hey, let's leave the borders open for the illegals to bring the fentanyl, and they put in heroin. Why do you need fentanyl when you got heroin? We're not winning yet, but for the first time, the only reason we even have a chance in hell is because there's never been this many people on the planet at the same time. But this is we're talking about a mass awakening. And we're losing if people don't stop listening to the goddamn government conspiracy shit. Dwell on yourself. Fix yourself. Please. Wake up. You know, we all have to wake up. And then you'll remember. Then you'll remember who you are and who you were for millions of years, and that's how long you've been here. Yes, and it's depressing, and it's sad. And they're not telling us anything anyway. I mean, it's so monitored by the big sevens, is it called? Who are the big sevens? We got Disney. I know Disney's one, Comcast or Verizon. And then you got all the sub companies, you know, underneath of that, you know, that people don't see. Mainstream lies. Because they work for channel whatever, or they work for whoever, the elite, for the reptilians. Listen, 350,000 people getting killed at one time is nothing. That's not that. They're not trying to do a population control. That has nothing to do with it. They have to keep everyone else in a fight or in a fight or flight, state of mind, a fear based, because they can't control it. They can't control us. We are so much bigger than them. We are the technology. We are it. If you were to be in space and look at the planet, that's all you see is a bunch of cells running around. Electrons and protons. We are it. We don't have to make technology. We are the technology. We have the power to do everything, and they know it. Reptilians don't have it. They're too low vibrational, which is why they're trying to steal our vibration. You know, whatever. They've been doing it since the beginning of time with every planet, working just outside the law, you know, but they're banned to the inner earth, but they don't stay there. Yeah, there's something, maybe that's the one. Okay, is that the one on the internet that okay, that's all they do 24/7 is climate, correct? Did you hear about the hurricane in Mexico? And Now I forget the name of it, right? Acapulco. We get tropical storms every day, especially out there. We have what? Up to a week to follow the trajectory of where this thing's going to land, not to mention plenty of warning, right? This never made it to mainstream news, period. It's never happened ever in history. Never. It's the craziest thing ever. This was definitely a government conspiracy. I was about to say, I hate to say it. It's conspiracy. There was a tropical storm in the middle of the Pacific at 3:00 in the afternoon. Okay, no big deal. There's 20 more behind it. The end of August, I think it was. Well, in 5 hours, that tropical storm actually hit Acapulco head on at Category 5 in 5 hours with no warning of any kind. Because it's never been done before. They've never seen anything like it. And there was no rain associated with this hurricane whatsoever except for the storm surge. So not many people got out alive, no. Except the one guy on the internet. His house was in Acapulco, and he called his neighbors. He called all his friends. They didn't believe him. He was part of this weather thing you're talking about, I think. And it's 9:00 on a Sunday night. Who the hell wants to leave when you're putting your kids to bed for school? You know what I mean? And there was no warning of any kind. And it was that was definitely man-made. Yeah, that's what scares. Yeah, that scares me the most is the weather thing. But I'm not going to worry about it. If I die, I'll be the first one in the ashes looking for the spark. So I'll know then what I was supposed to do because I'll be dead. And then it just starts all over again. But I'm going to tell you this time, because I know it's happened before. Our future is actually our past. I'm pretty sure of that. The aliens, the Galactics, the Arcturians and the Pleiadians, they are not going to let us destroy this planet again. They're not doing it. They have so much time invested in this planet because we are the most fascinating planet right now in this entire universe. Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear about any of that because I was too young. I didn't care anyway. I was busy. Yeah, maybe that might be it. But there's like 20 of them, and there's like 7 at Channel 6. And these guys work around the clock. Everything that happened was supposed to happen. This is how they started this whole thing. It's amazing. Like, I can't sit here and preach to you and tell you what I know. It doesn't work. But if you ask me a question, all this information floods to me. Like, it's very strange. I hope it's coming from the Akashic Records, But when I feel the question, well, I'm an idiot. The fallen angels. Okay. We are not hurting it. These fallen angels worshiping governments do it. What do you mean? the fallen angels, this started out as a human planet. The Anunnakis lost their planet, took over Earth. We were too slow, so they threw in a couple of genetic markers, to make us a little smarter. Thank God. Taught us what they needed to teach us. Weren't allowed to intervene. I think a lot of it has to do with genetics as well. I mean, you're going to populate a planet, you got to spread it out a little bit. You know what I mean? We don't want the whole planet to be like West Virginia, Are you talking about the reptilians or the Nephilim? What fallen angels? Maui was that goes without saying. Yeah, they took this planet. This was their planet. We were just my God, we weren't even cavemen at that point. We like mammals just barely got onto the planet, What? Anunnaki. Enki. You can thank Enki. Okay. If you want, you can thank the sixth dimension. Okay. Michelangelo or the Archangel. If you want to go there, there are giants on this planet. There were giants. There's scientific proof of it, and they're still here. Yeah, they are the fault. They were never angels. The Anunnaki, their planet died out. They had nowhere to go. That's all. They weren't angels, but they were gods now because they got a planet. So they, then they decided, of course, to be like every other, whatever, human, whatever, earthling. And they wanted the power, and then they used us as slaves. And started fucking our women. However, they did teach us how to agriculture. They did teach us how to do a lot of things. But when they are the fallen angels. No, he is right, because they were not allowed to have sex with the women when they did. There was 4 of them, I think. And the veil is lifting, yeah. The veil is lifting, not the. Well, why? What's up with the CERN machine? Why are we blowing protons together at the speed of light? I thought we weren't supposed to do anything at the speed of light. Remember that time we played with the atom? Because we're trying to blow up. What I always heard in the middle of my Bigfooting / alien, was about the New World Order and all. And I believe that, to me, was just a bunch of shit. That was all just a bunch of crap. And the reptilians. I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about? Get the hell off my channel. Remember that? If you talk the Bible, you were off my channel. God, you are God. I'm God. He's God. My neighbor's God. We're all God. There is no God in the sense of a being. God is there is a creator, okay? But it's not God. You are God. We are the technology. We're here to feed God, who is the universe, the divine, call it whatever you want, all our experiences and information. and different perspectives on everything. Okay? This is just a pain in the ass. This is a punishment. The body. It just houses the soul and the spirit, and your mind and what have you. But now, like, I never got into reading Enoch because I already knew about it and I was already way past that. I never read the Bible. There's a bunch of shit. And I don't have time. I do not have time after wasting 10 years and still not knowing the answer, and I don't know why. But what is my purpose here? What is my role? I don't know what my role is in all this. I put everything I have into this. And for what? I always thought it was because they didn't want to, I thought they were making these aliens look like cartoon characters so that people wouldn't be afraid when they come out. And they will be coming out, and it will be soon. Oh, Enoch, 7th from Adam. He's Noah's grandfather. Yeah, but who wrote the books? You could go there and just keep cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting. It's just a pain in the butt. So that is last history. Can we focus on this one? From here on out. Not what happened yesterday. What's going to happen. Matter of fact, you don't even worry about that. You don't worry about anything. You live in the moment. Okay, where's my book at? I heard something very profound last night. It said, let's see if I can remember. What did I just, wait, who just said ancient aliens? Wait. Yes, you're right, am I? What better place to hide than to split yourself into a billion, whatever. If that's just another theory I have. Don't listen to me. What are you two fighting about? Like, you're going too fast for me. He's not turning down God. It's just he's not called God. He's just a fractal God of millions and gazillions of fractals of the rainbow, of the sun. That's what God is. And that's what you are. One of them lights from one of all them. It's a big wave. What you need to do is take a day off and listen to philosophy. Listen to Alan Watts. And it'll all come together for you. If you give the enemy time to learn, that doesn't make any sense. Wait. Okay, I've checked him out. Check out Paul Wallace. I don't think you guys realize that you're both saying the same thing in a different way. It's just who you listen to. That's why I took a year to figure out who I'm going to, give any information to you guys about that I believe to be true and resounds in me because you guys trust me and you know me and put it in layman's terms because I had to Google every goddamn word they said. Now, this is probably our, I don't know. I used to always say this is like, we probably had like 5 histories before. We've done this already. I've always said that. We've done this before. And I've always felt that. But they're not doing it again. The Federation is not going to do this again. They're not going to intervene. They're not allowed to intervene. But they will. There are exceptions. If they break out the nukes, meaning us. They're not going to let us blow each other up again. Or hurt the planet in any way. But we need to start focusing on the future. Have you ever heard of, oh God, I can't remember the names of these words. Collective something. If we all think the same thing at the same time, it has to happen. Physically, quantumly, it has to happen. It can't not happen. It's impossible. But it's like if the whole planet at the same time said, let there be peace. Bam. Nice, gentle switch over to the 5-dimensional reality and harmony and all that. And then be done. And if better yet, go to your 7-year-old child and ask her or him what he thinks. That's the answer that's going to be correct, is your 7-year-old answer. If you ask a 7-year-old, what do we do about the war in Ukraine? Throw a party. Okay. Good answer. Oh, I don't mean to say the Bible is trash. Are you talking to me? No. And this is the part that I'm learning now, especially when it comes to like Noah and Enoch, and all that stuff. I learned first about Enoch. This is how it all came about. But then I took it a step too far and thought they meant the entire Bible is trash, which I took the Bible and I read the first page. And in the first page, without them even telling me, I saw it. Now, how in God's name could I find the mistake in the first page? Me being a nobody, never read it before. And that was when God said on the 7th or Saturday, whatever it was. How did he phrase? He phrased it the wrong way. He said, and make them in our. How'd they say that?
Did you hear it?
Yeah. How'd they say that, Nate?
What?
In the Bible, do you remember the first page? God said, and make them in my image. Or, in our image. Who's the other guy?
Let there be light and all that.
Yeah, but the one about let them be in our, meaning 2. There was only 1. He started pluralizing a little too soon. So it's just a simple mistake, and we can't even do whisper down the lane to the third person and get it right.
I don't think he said our.
There was a plural in there, but I caught it immediately. Can you call? That's right. You don't have a phone. Okay. That's my roommate. Church is a issue. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Well, that would make sense actually. The only thing I would want to read in the Bible is Revelations, and that's the only thing I ever did read in the Bible. My mother actually read it to me, and I remember all of it. That is because that's the future.
No.
You can't read the past. There is no past. One day to God is 1,000 years to us.
I'm sure history is the past.
God's already here, honey.
Oh.
There is no God. It's not like Jesus being resurrected. God is in all of us. My quantum physicist went to Tibet and found the oldest texts known to man and deciphered them. And what it said, finally, it's called the Alien Code. Look it up.
I bet
it said God lives within us all.
Don't pee uphill. Probably that.
Get out of here now, please.
That's great wisdom.
Don't pee uphill.
Man,
Apple, you finally made it. You made it, Apple.
There's no ice cream.
I'm glad. Now, see, because I needed to learn from you guys tonight. But my vibration is getting a little bit too high now. Let's start grounding ourselves and take a couple deep breaths. We have 1,000 with Jesus. Jesus is still just a man. He was a carpenter. He knew the truth because he remembered, he had the cells that remembered who he was, who God was, how we were supposed to be and how it was, because he remembered. And they believed him. But he forgot to say, and so are you. That's what I think. Wait. There's no lies in the book, even with what they did. Yeah, I know. Well, touche. But they also pick and choose their books and whatever real carefully that it didn't they? Oh, don't get upset. I know he was the Son of God, but so are you. So is Apple, and so is Terry. Polly Cook at AOL. Mm-hmm. And Rob called. Oh, he doesn't have a Gmail, huh? Nobody knows. Nobody's listening to me. I have it on Do Not Disturb, but it keeps disturbing. But yeah, MI is all I'm saying. Okay, we might be talking about a different thing. It depends on who you're talking to as to how it's supposed to be explained. With man and women not by God, of course. The God, you're picturing him just a little too human, I think, is all I'm saying. No, I believe all that. I don't believe that we all came from Adam and Eve, because that would be a little weird if you think about it. We had to tell them stories so that they could learn to perceive and use their imagination. We could not just give them data. They had the only way you can keep information is through emotion. And that's what the universe needs. So you have to feel it. I believe that the woman screwed up first, though. That I do believe. Well, of course he's a spiritual being, but he's also not even a being. We're a being. He's the divine. He's the creator, for God's sakes. But I mean, he's the universe, he's everything, but he lives inside us all. We all came from one cell that split. It's Trinity. That's it. With man and women and not by God. Well, God had to create the man and women. Evolution did that. You were a rock once, probably. You were a tree. You were in the plant system. You were in this eventually, and then eventually all your water, all your blood is the ocean. Your ocean is now your blood. It's just like if you want to know yourself, I can't remember that saying. All right, don't go start picking on women now just because I said that. Okay? You don't think that Jesus was created by men and women? I'm not that religious, so it really doesn't matter. That's not what we're here to talk about. You can believe whatever you want in the Bible. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you learn to love or find yourself first, you can do whatever you want. I mean, my ancient civilization dude, I mean, he was versed in Genesis, all 17 chapters or whatever, how many chapters are. He has 3 books out. How many doctrines, and he's not Catholic no more. That's just a religion because it's a whisper down the lane thing. It's about perspective, your perspective on how you are reading the information you are seeing, how it resounds in you. It sounds like you've been to church a lot as a child. Apple. No, you got a long way to go, hon. It's okay. You're probably young enough. Sky, you got a long way to go. You have to start. You have to verse in other verses. You have to learn you have to get your mathematics together. You have to get your geometry together. You have to get your philosophy, especially, is what pulls it all together. And I'm dumber than a box of hammers, okay? I can't even read my own notes. I can't even do math. I mean, I suck. But I don't have the, what do you call it? The retention, the reading retention. I retain audio and video, or audio and sight. Maybe that's why I'm a seer. I don't know. All the disciples were removed by the Roman Catholic Church. Of course they were. Now, one commandment, and one commandment only. Okay, that was a story because we, trying to get them to perceive and how to act and live in villages back in the day. Okay, there's not even such a thing as morality right now. That was for back in the day. Okay, we need a new Bible. We need to write a new chapter, and that's what they're doing. And we're going to let them do it for us if you don't, and everyone doesn't get off their ass and find themselves. Okay, put the book away. You've read the book a million times. You know it upside down, inside out. Now you need to open your mind and listen to something else, and then decide. That's all. Who's Kim? All right. So we're just going to sit back and blow up the dimensions and let them bring up the new world order and let it be and keep us in a fear-based situation. Is that what we're going to do, or are we going to do what we're supposed to do? What they did in Atlantis. They knew there should have only been one commandment. Do unto thy others as others, or as you would have others do unto you. And that's it. That's everything. And that's morality. It's all biology, if you must know. It's all biology. If you knew biology, it would all make sense. I don't know biology, so it's still not making sense to me, but I do know that I want to change my timeline. And I have the power to do that, and so do you. You have the power to cure cancer in your body. You have the power to astral project. You have the power to channel. You have the power to find your own truth. And that is your job in this incarnation right now. Am I? You need to find out what you were contracted to be here for and get her done. If you don't, you're just going to come back again and again and again and again and again, the pain in the ass. And we'll never get out of this matrix. Or even become the matrix, because people are still reading the Bible and exactly as it was. You can't look at the past anymore. There is no past, hon. It's now and then. There's future and only future. I don't like my future. So I'm going to fucking change it no matter what it takes. I thank you, Apple. And I think we should all say a prayer for, at the same time, collectively. Because every time you get upset, you're hurting the universe, you're hurting me, you're hurting Apple, you're hurting everyone. You can all feel it because we're all the same. Yeah, Apple, you're part of my little toe. You were at one time. I was one of your cells, and you were one of mine. Where's my Jeremy? Hi. The prophecies past. Is that why we had to start all over again? I don't want to. I'm trying to prevent revelations, okay? And we are the only people or beings in this universe that can do that. But they're not going to let us, if they keep us in a flight or fright response, they're going to keep us in fear. You can't make a decision on a fear-based, because we're better than them, and they know it. They have to keep us down here, like the last 6,000 years. You gonna let them do that? And say goodbye. I hope you don't have any money, because you're not gonna have any soon. I'm good. I'm just gonna take a couple of breaths, okay? Wow. If this was 6 years ago, I don't know how long you've been around, but I would have absolutely no religion on my channel. That was absolutely forbidden. You know? I mean, forbidden. And I heard all that stuff and that crap. I didn't believe in all that crap. Of course, I was still looking for Bigfoot too, but Sasquatch is just a way to bring us all to where we are right now. I don't know how, but I use the word Sasquatch as a noun or as a verb, as the study of all things cryptid, unknown. Thanks, Apple. Look, I got Bigfoot cards. This is I was here. This is amazing. I was doing this podcast because I needed your help today, but apparently you guys didn't work out that way. You guys are going to keep me working and keep me busy and doing what I'm supposed to do. That's a good thing, right? Because I'm changing my format, and I already started doing it with Facebook, and boy, did I screw up royally. I opened up a can of worms I can't close, let me tell you. Everyone's done fighting and I can breathe. Speaking of which, take care of your temple that holds your soul, but I'm having a fucking cigarette. Wow. All right. No more religion. I think I'm gonna keep to that. If that word religion never ever came into this anything, this world would be like it was, like it's supposed to be, before the Anunnakis did what they did. But then if they didn't, we'd still be freaking apes. We can't win. I don't know. It took me a year to study who I'm going to study, because I'm so freaking anal retentive, and I never watched anybody else. I did this all on my own, and everything I got on my own with my own eyes. I believe nothing I hear and half of what I see. Oh man, Jim Henson's got nothing on me. After a while, I thought they were mocking me with these, adorable little creatures, right? I'm starting to get insulted after a while. How do you explain to little people? Oh, well, it doesn't have to be a humanoid. It could be an elephant. It could be they're just so damn cute. I don't know what MI means. Closest I can come is the men in. Yeah, well, Jeremy Wilson. I lived on a mountain for 10 years, and I knew that they were there. I knew they were there. I saw all the signs, and secretly my whole life I was looking for Bigfoot. Ever since that, and then when I saw the first one, God, I can't even think of what her name is. She's Patty, on TV. I was like, oh my God, they're real. There's like possibly really something out there. So I got abducted into a club to get everything we got, throw it on the table, walk into the, into the court, throw it all down, and prove that Bigfoot is real and that he deserves every right of every other animal on this planet. Well, is all I did. Everything I did was just prove him to be not real. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm sorry. He's not real. He is real, but he's not from here. He's not a flesh and blood animal from Earth. It's Sasquatch, okay? I'm sure he can come and go as he wants. I've been screamed at by him. And let me tell you, whatever they say it sounds like and how bad it is, times that by 20. and you might come close. So how could that have happened if he wasn't here? So I'm not saying he can't come and go. I seen him walk out of a UFO in full gear, military gear. Did you know that there's a war going on? I just remember that there's a war going on in the Seven Sisters. What is that? The Pleiades? Huh. It just came to me. I need a cigarette so bad. Those two just shook up my nerves from here to no end. Wow. They were already shot coming in. I mean, I'm the one. Well, I guess they took my mind off of my problems, didn't they? What time is it? Are you still here? Well, we're Clarissa. Hi, Jeremy. When you had your experience, you were doing something you weren't supposed to be doing because it's usually the way it works. I believe it or not was straight. I didn't see it. I got it on footage, and I didn't watch it for 3 weeks. And I was with my girlfriend, the same girl I was abducted with when I was 15. What were you smoking? Long time. How long has it been? God, jeez. Now, Clarissa, she's been around as long as I'm sure she has been. She would know that there was never any religion allowed on my channel. You know, everything's changed, and I don't know what happened. I didn't create this. My ego did. Yeah, them big freaking lines. Oh, and I was thinking, I didn't bring them out yet. I have pictures in frames, hard copies that are not on the computer. I was too afraid to, whatever, that I could actually show what I'm looking at and then just wipe it off with a freaking wash rag. Duh, right? I gotcha. How old are you? Because there's nothing going to make you hallucinate more than speed, especially diet pills back in the day. Yeah, would have been diet pills or meth. Anyway, yeah, tonight was supposed to be about me talking about how I was changing my channel. I didn't expect them to get in a fight like that. Hell, I don't know. They might have been fighting with me. I don't even know. I couldn't read it fast enough. Hello, Clarissa. Wait, Apple, are you Clarissa? Clarissa, most definitely what? Oh, you know each other. You know each other. Okay. I'm like, whoa, now we got... I don't even know what. That's all right. We're still boomers. Or is that after 65? Yeah, you guys have a conversation. I gotta find a light. So, Clarissa. Oh. You like these? Aren't these pretty? See, I've had a store for 3 years now on eBay, as well. And I flea market in the summer times. I'm just a little entrepreneur that I am that makes no money at it. And then, and during the quarantine, I got bored, so I painted rocks. Right? The hell, it's free, right? This is a shelf rock. I usually paint garden rocks, which are gorgeous. I can't believe that nobody freaking even looks at them until now. But these are like shelf rocks. But this one, what does this look like to you? Now, anybody who knows anything, this being the eyeball, about reptiles would know exactly what that is. It's a reticulated python. And here's it glows in the blue light, but the light's on. Thank you. This is just one of the many, 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 many that are in my truck. And I can't draw. So I would like with my eyes closed, I would just, follow the rock, because the rocks used to follow me. When they're moving through the rocks, they would follow me around, and I know how they did it. They did it dimensionally. But so I would just, follow the lines and then pick the colors, and then you got a 3-dimensional rock. And it's really hard to write on anything 3-dimensional behind it. It's almost impossible. Do I have one? Yeah. Oh, and here's my first Sasquatch doll. This is Sally. That was my first Sasquatch doll that I made. And then I got a little bit of a rock fetish. They're everywhere. There's rocks everywhere, and I can't identify them. Therefore, I can't sell them. Although I did sell a meteorite this year and a box full of rocks to Florida for $85. That didn't need to be identified. She just wanted a box of rocks. Okay, no problem. Where are all my painted rocks at, Nate? They're probably in the truck still. I haven't unloaded yet. But what I wanted to do was, I saw on here, like the stores and stuff, that they sell on YouTube, because eBay sucks. Let me say it again. eBay sucks. One more time. eBay sucks. Thank you. Anywho, somebody told me I was going through the Google AdSense, and then I'm seeing this like shopping stuff, on other people's sites. I'm like, I wonder what that is. It'd be cool if I could just move the whole store over. That would be great. I don't even have everything posted. It started with books, believe it or not. And I never use Shopify, so I don't know what that is. But what I wanted to do is like every what's that thing called? Where you give money, whatever the money thing. Like if you give $5, you get a pair of earrings. If you give $10, you get this, you get that. Like that type of thing. Just to get rid of the freaking inventory. I got so much inventory, I don't know what to do with it all. And my roommate actually came up with a really good idea, but I don't think it's legal, or we'd have to work around the scheme. But do like some kind of raffle. I don't know why, but it was a cool idea at the time. Neat. Give it a light. Oh, I got one rock identified. It's mine. So much quartz. There's so much beautiful stuff here. I got it. Like, I get a lot of people's collections, so I don't know what they are. I can't sell something I can't identify. How do you do that? And Google Lens, yeah, okay. Every rock.
Couldn't you hear me yelling? I was right below you.
You heard this?
I was down there watching you.
You heard me saying this. You can't hear me when I'm screaming.
Like, whoa, raffle! I was screaming.
Oh.
You didn't hear?
When it's all about you, you can suddenly hear me. Imagine that.
I even clapped a little.
Did you pee your pants a little bit?
Over here and there.
Thank you so much. But anyway, I needed me more. We'll just do another one this week. What'd you bring back? Picked up some rocks. They were vibrant purple. Huh. Oh, here's one. Part of one that broke, but that's not purple in it. This is like the garden rocks are really, they're badass. And they're massive. This thing, hey, could you grab that Velociraptor head? I swear I have the head of a Velociraptor now. This is not the rock that looks like the Hopis. I have a rock that looks exactly like the Hopis, like the cliff and the caves and where they used to live. You would think this would be magnetic, but it's not. But it's heavy. And then I found it. I swear to God, it looks just like a Velociraptor. I shit you not. I found it at a place from the 1800s. They had to drain the pond, so it was like 9 feet down. It's probably a cow's head or something, or worse. But it's crazy. But everything I look up, they're all Indian artifacts because I live by Lenape Indians. You know, Lenape Park's right there. And getting a price on them, and I just rather sell them whole, you know, or like all the arrowheads, all the, you know, whatever, all the artifacts. I don't even care. But I go to paint one because I'm bored. Oh, you can't paint that? That's worth $90,000. To who?
Who?
Another Indian artifact. This is driving me crazy. And I sell night beauty or anti-aging creams. Actually, it started with this, my business, with these that I inherited 2 full bags full from my girlfriend of like South Beach and, you know, the really expensive stuff. And books, because I had a baby. And I love books. My grandson. And I love books. And I buy them for the cover. And I don't read them. I'm not going to lie to you. And then I do, you know, I get fairy gardens. You know, fairy rocks. You know, stuff like that. It's just gay stuff. But, like, this is not up for sale. But I always throw in something when somebody orders something. This is cool. Where did we find this in the storage thing? Now this case is probably worth more than what's inside, which is what I like the best, because I have a thing for turtles. Oh my God, the tail's broken. No, it's not. This has to be like one of the very first ones of something. Check this thing out. It just touches a bobblehead.
Didn't I get that for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I'm showing some people. You got a problem with that?
No, it's been a while since.
And this case, I mean, is that brass? Oh my God, it's vermin. Kill it.
Yeah. He's excited.
Jeremy. Kill the fox, it's vermin.
Whoa.
Zachary. Hi, Zachary. You're going to make my day. How are you going to do that? I have to get rid of whatever's on the bottom, and I'm afraid to touch it.
Just take a weed whacker.
Oh, yeah, he's got, yeah. He's been trying to get rid of these weed whackers for, how long?
2 weeks.
How do I get rid of this right here?
I thought how fun it would be for someone to win one.
Save, huh? Wait. Brass or copper? Nothing. Yay! Is it metallic? Now, this came from the original collection it's a very old collection. I'm afraid to sell these. I'm afraid that these are real jade. And I have no way of knowing. But right now, I really don't give a shit. You know? I'm not a material person. You know, I was never in this for the money. But these are the earrings. This is what I did for an entire winter, was make earrings. I have so many beads that I just don't even know what to do with them all. Right now, I'm doing I did a heart already, but I'm beading up this thing, and then there's lights around it. It says love on it. Here are the beads. But you bead these up, and you put the lights, the lights around it. How come I can't think? Because your hat's on backwards. It's like a retard. And lights up at night. It looks really cool on your wall. And love. And wake up. Everybody wake the frick up. Oh, God. I'm dying. Yes. Yes, I have a wig on because I know Joel's going to go on. You got a wig on? The last time I had one of these, he called me and she's swearing. She's freaking out. She's like, you got a tit job. Or she's like, what did you do to your body? I'm like, what are you freaking talking about? She's like, what's with the breasts? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I have time for a boob job. I think I would want one. Hi, Patty. Where are you from?
I noticed I didn't get a hello.
Oh, Guadalupe. They're not going to talk to you. Toby.
I didn't get a hello. No.
Look, I don't recognize the language.
Wow.
Hi. This is how I wave to my extraterrestrials and balance myself. You know? Apple. What language is that? Is that Mexican? Hi, my bear sister. Yeah. Hello, my bear lemon. No? What do you mean, no? You can't say no to me. I'm the podcaster or something. No. Patricia. It's Emmy. Okay. Let's see how your Spanish is. Thank you. I knew that it was Indian. What's up with you, Coach? Doing well. It's surprising. How do I get this thing off here? My phone's messed up. I have like half a screen and I can't see below it.
You have your black light on.
I do have the black light on. Actually, I do.
Hard.
Welcome to my channel. Welcome. Now maybe you'll give me the incentive to do more podcasts. I appreciate that because I need to get my shit together. I'm from Pennsylvania. Where are you from? Sun VR. I am trying to get subs. Are you shit? Well, that's just stupid. Well, then go to, I can't remember the name of that stupid place. Go to the grocery store. And what's that @ symbol? Is that something from Instagram that I don't know how to use? Ohio. Ohio's a hell of a good, it's very squashy up there. I do. Yeah, my grandma. Grandmom. 2, 1 boy, 1 grandboy. My grandson was born when all this happened. UWU. Why can't I think of what that is? Hold on 1 minute. I'm sorry, so sorry. Are you still there? Now I know you can't answer the phone and tell them that they're idiots. I've had a heart attack. Wondrous world. Love gay people. Why wouldn't I like gay people? What the hell do I care? Yes, Apple, really? You know, it's funny, Apple. Here's a story for you. I'm not sure how long you've been watching my channel, but you know I've never been trolled twice, right? There's a reason for that. Are they from Instagram? Hi, Gwyneth. I have a feeling I know who's behind this. Ha! That's right. Keep trolling on. Puts money in my pocket. I don't give a shit or rat's ass what you think. Why are these people? I can't believe I never get phone calls. I don't get. At this hour? You gotta be kidding me. It's crazy. So, okay, let me look through my notebook because I want to see make sure that I put out what I wanted to at least put out. If I can find it now. I haven't used a phone in so long. I'm not using one next time. I'll tell you that. Matter of fact, having a drink. Yum, vodka. Yum, yum, yum. I needed that. This is the phone's convenient, but I was going to take you in the field today, Apple. But it was too freaking cold. I forget what I was looking for. These are the Apple. I was thinking about this. Look, real quick. These are pictures, right? Hard copy pictures, whatever. There's only one of all these anywhere. They were never on the computer, what have you. And there's a stack this many more that have not been framed yet. But I can take them and circle them or what have you and show you what I'm looking at, and then just wipe it off. Or I already told you this, didn't I? Yeah. I'll just take my wig off. How's that? There you go. There's my trim. I was having a bad hair day. That's all. I was having a frizzy hair day. Ouch. God, that felt good. Thank you. I was really messing with Joel because last week he swore I got a boob job. I said my boobs are not any bigger than they were the week before. Watch. I have nicer hair than my wigs, but it's just not today for some reason. Where's mine? I'm going through a phase because Temu is so cheap right now. Where is it? Shit. What a mess. What a mess, guys. You know any professional house cleaners? Because I used to have my own business. What did I do with that? I was looking for money. Oh. I can't stand winter hair. I can't stand the frizz. I hate it. I'm actually a natural blonde, but all right, 1K, let's go. I'll hit you up first thing in the morning, okay? I don't take checks. Okay? I'm going to hold you to that. But really, I don't give a shit what I look like, so. I just don't like frizzy hair because it sticks to drives me nuts. But I don't need a haircut. Here's my Sasquatch doll. Hey, look in the black light. The eyes shine. You want to see the ghost in the house? Yeah? Okay. Right. It's about that time, Apple. Wait, I can't see where they're at. Probably going to be right usually in the window. I can't because this camera point right. See that spot on the wall right there? Watch it. And right there. It will move. It's that time. Everyone remembers my last one. Did you see it, Jeremy? I like the one I did at the trailer. Now that was fun. That was when Damien was on and all those freaking pumpkin heads were coming out of the portal behind me, remember? I'm like, dude, you're supposed to be watching my back here. What are you doing? That black light does a lot. Oh. Inca. I forget. Inca, Sumerian, or what's this? Or I keep forgetting. I don't know what it is. Turn the camera. I keep forgetting I can turn the camera. And there's all my stuff. And that's a geode. I just can't bring myself to break it. I want to see what this looks like. This is this looks like a damn it, slippery little sucker. That looks like an effigy of some sort. And I got my Bigfoot keychain from the West Virginia Bigfoot, whatever it was. And yeah, I kind of like rocks just a little bit. Too many rocks. I got rocks coming out my ass. My cars are filled with rocks that I cannot identify. Hey, look, there's a skull right there. He's cool. This thing is humongous. Oh my God. What the hell is that? Oh, his heart. Now, if it glows in a black light, what does that mean? Does anyone know? What the hell is that? That guy looks like he's got scared to death. And this, I just don't know. This is funky like a monkey. See, he's three-dimensional. You got one eye looking this way. You got one eye looking straight. And you got over here looking that way. And this is the one looking straight too. That's probably a geode of some sort. My favorite one that I found was this one. No. See, the difference between Pennsylvania and like other places, that a lot of things are lined with quartz, which makes it look so much prettier. I think that was probably a fossilized clam. But these are really cool. This has got to be marble. I mean, I don't know what else it would be. It looks like it's right off a countertop. But it has green in it. See the green? Running through it. What could that be? Anybody? This is quartz here too. Who were you watching? Jerry Williams? Oh yeah, they move through the rock. They move. I mean, we wouldn't be able to see them. They're celestial beings. They don't have bodies. The only reason we see them is because they leave a footprint, in the leaves and the trees and whatever they move through, and that's what we chase. Just saying, hey, I'm just right up here, just a click away. This camera's not that great, is it? That's why you can't see them with your own eyes, because our frequencies aren't as quite as high. Is that Inca? That's not Sumerian. Yeah, maybe emerald. I got a whole box of emeralds right here. That's mine. This is my reticulated python. I had snakes growing up, so this would have been like a 16-footer. This one right here. I mean, it's not really a reticulated python. It just looked like one, so I drew it like one. This one glows in the black light, and that one doesn't. It's weird. And quartz rock is more expensive than quartz crystal. Jeremy, are you the one I was supposed to explain something to? Is it you? When I got a little short. And I think I got a little short with, it wasn't Judy Wheeler, it was shit, I'm looking right at her name and I can't think of it. But I think it was Chris Cloud, maybe it was, who posted a picture of two suns. Do you remember this? Did you see this on Facebook? And he's like, he's like, well, what about this, Mrs. Top contributor or whatever, yada yada. How can there be two suns? And he's yelling at her, and she's like, she couldn't answer the question. She tried, she's like, well, I'm starting to think that science lied to us. I'm like, you're starting to think this? You're starting? I'm like, oh man, I got to get my shit together. I had no idea how much I neglected you guys. But I wasn't neglecting you guys. I was working for you for free, as usual. And for me, and my children, and children after our children, and myself, because I'm a nosy little bitch. That's made of I don't know. I got this at a flea market. I guess it's copper. I mean, I wouldn't begin to know what to ask for this. It's pretty cool, though, isn't it? Oh, and there's a little Bigfoot bag to hold your all-nighters and would-be smokables. And there's a raw piece of obsidian. I know this because I have a polished piece from Nat Geo. And look, we got a Tostito right here. I'd love to give you one, but I can't. Okay, let me turn this around. I can't believe I let that asshole make me take my wig off. That's all right. I'll go hot. So, we got to do this once a week. We have to. I keep saying that, but drama is just crazy. It's got to stop. We got to stop. We got to do this once a week. You know, I want to get out in the field. I don't care how cold it is. I got to get out in the field with you guys on my back. You know, like we used to. I can get footage from right here too, but the windows are mostly like plexiglass, and this is a piece of shit place. It's gonna fall down any minute. It's the Adams Family house. It is. I always find them. Oh my God. So everything's for sale. Hearts. No. I have to get India or Terry's address. But do you think that's a good idea, though? Why do you stay down here? Aren't you in India? No, you're not in India. Where are you at? Oh, where are you at? What's down here mean? Yeah, I just got back from West Virginia. It was having a warm spell actually, but yeah. How cold's cold for? Is Alabama always cold? Do I have to break out my map again? Look, my handy dandy map. Yeah, I know it's south. It's southwest, but I know this because aside from going to Jeffrey's at one time, I haven't been anywhere west except, well, Hawaii doesn't count because that's too far west. Oh, no, that's not true. I went to that conference where I met Joel and David Thundercloud, and it was the Virginia. It said Virginia, but it was at the Kentucky or Tennessee border. Do they meet? They better. I'm sorry, I'm throwing you around. Hold on. Right, just like the good old times. I'm still the best videographer on the planet, aren't I? That was never a gift of mine, right? So, no, I wouldn't think it would be as cold, right? How come West Virginia is, like, cold? Colder than, like, up here. It's weird. I gotta figure out how to set this fucking thing up before I kill myself. Because the phones don't let you go landscape, only portrait. And my tripod's in the car, and it's too cold to go get the tripod. You know what I mean? Stay. Be nice to me. Love me one time, baby. I'm going away. So was I being spammed, or I mean, they were from America. I know I was being spammed, but no. Alabama? No, it was Virginia. Okay, there's West Virginia. Virginia, and that was Tennessee. Oh, Virginia's yellow. Okay. Yeah, it was right here. That's as far west as I've been, aside from all the way over here. That was fucking terrifying. I can't believe I had the balls to do that by myself. Going down there with someone you meet on Facebook, you know. And where did she put me? Straight dead balls in the fucking hood of Hawaii. Who knew there was a hood? We used to send our homeless people there. I was right at Pearl Harbor, around that area. But she was cool. But I didn't get to swim except once. Yeah, I can write on this. It's cool. I like this. What book did it come in? It came in one of those comic or coloring books I just got for my ex-friend of mine because he's a child. We'll just call him my boy toy. He's out of here. So now I can get back to work. Men won't let me work. I don't know what it is with it's just crazy. I usually work till, you figure what, like 8 till 3, 4 in the morning, because of the time difference. You know, it's a 5-hour whatever. I mean, I have people in, Ireland and all over the place. And and then I would sleep till 11, which is perfect. But no, can't have that. So I did a pretty good job of pulling shit out of my ass, though, didn't I? It is. That was on the other side. Okay. Yeah, I had to scale them cliffs one time when I was a little girl, because I was a gymnast. I was going to the Olympics, and I was getting scared, and my girlfriend broke her arm, yada yada, blah blah blah. So my coach took us down there and told my parents he was taking us camping and made us scale the cliffs in West Virginia. That was terrifying. And I said, okay, I'll do naughty combinations routine. I did it. That's the end of my resume. Here it is. I'm out. I'm done. My hormones are kicking in. It's time to go play. Hi, Erica. Yeah, retract that hood message. You are the hood. That's why. As soon as I went like this, she took, Erica, why did you, your message was retracted. Don't speak like that on my channel. Don't be an idiot. Okay? Been there, done that. If you're not here for the subject matter, then you might want to see later. Okay? I wouldn't want to embarrass you, and I will. And I'm good. Trust me, I'm very good. All right, Jeremy, it's time for bed. We're good. Thank you so much. You're good too? I bet you are. Not as good as I am, though. Sorry. See ya. Jeremy, I'll talk to you on Facebook.